If you're watching this video, I already know something about you. You're not lazy, you're not lacking skill, but you keep finding that you're overthinking everything. You overthink your content, you overthink your offers, you overthink whether you're ready to scale. And while you're sitting there analyzing every possible outcome, the uncomfortable reality is that someone with half your skill, but twice your audacity, is building the business that you want. And so I want to help you get out of this rut. Because the truth is, I'm naturally an overthinker. And there's been specific moments in my life that my overthinking has sabotaged my growth and also my future. Whereas now I've been able to build a business that I absolutely love, but overcoming my overthinking. So in this video, I want to share with you the 5 specific decisions that overthinkers make that actually keep them stuck, and 5 specific frameworks that you can use to be able to get out of the rut if you're overthinking right now. And I'm going to walk you through all 5 of these in this video. And there's one in particular, the last one, it disguises itself as just waiting on more wisdom or trying to be more strategic when it actually keeps you even more stuck. But first, I need you to understand why overthinking feels so safe and why that safety is actually the most expensive thing in your business. Because your mind is constantly racing. You're thinking about that post you need to make tomorrow. You're thinking about whether your messaging is clear enough. You're wondering whether you should pivot your niche, or you're questioning whether your offer is too expensive or not expensive enough, or you're worried about what your audience will think if you show up differently. And underneath all of that, you're terrified. You're terrified of being visible and getting it wrong. You're terrified of investing in yourself and it not working out. And so you do what every good overthinker does. You research more. You consume more content. You tell yourself that you're not quite ready yet, and you convince yourself that you need one more strategy or one more certification or one more perfect piece of content, and then you're ready to go for it. But what really breaks my heart is while you're sitting there doing that thinking, your dream clients are out there struggling with the exact problem that you solve. And they're hiring other coaches, and coaches that maybe might not care as much as you do, but they're willing to be imperfect in public. So I want to share with you the first decision that overthinkers make that keep them stuck. They try to think their way to clarity instead of acting their way to clarity. You think, if I just plan it enough, if I just strategize enough, if I just map it out perfectly, then I'll have the confidence in order to take action. But the reality is that confidence doesn't create action. Action creates confidence. So here's what you want to do instead. I call it the momentum over perfection protocol. Every single day, I want you to ask yourself, what is the most imperfect action I can take today towards my goal? Not the perfect one, but the most imperfect action I can take. Because imperfect action gives you data, it gives you feedback, and it gives you momentum. And momentum is the antidote to overthinking. For example, instead of spending 3 weeks crafting the perfect lead magnet, create a 1-page doc and get in front of 10 people this week. Or instead of overthinking your entire content strategy, just post one vulnerable story today about your client's transformation. Or instead of waiting until your offer is perfect, send 5 DMs to potential clients and just start conversations today. You see, overthinking just keeps you in your head, and action gets you into reality. And reality is where your business actually grows. Overthinking for 3 months is far more expensive than taking imperfect action for 3 weeks and then pivoting. Which leads me to the second decision that overthinkers make that keep them stuck. And this one got me stuck for a long time. Overthinkers seek more information when they actually need more implementation. Like, you've watched the YouTube videos, you've done the courses, you've read the books, you know exactly what to do, but you're finding that you're not doing it because you're worried it might fail, or you're worried you might be judged, or you're worried you might have to be more visible. And so here's what I want you to do. I call it the implementation audit. I want you to look at your calendar for the last 30 days, or maybe even your screen time, because I know that's a little bit confronting, right? And look at how many hours you spent on YouTube watching content, or watching courses, or reading books, or listening to podcasts, and write that number down. Then I want you to go ahead and look at all the amount of hours you spent implementing, whether that's creating content, whether that's having sales conversations, or whether that's building your offer, and then write that number down. And if your consumption hours are higher than your implementation hours, you're in an action deficit. So here's the fix. For every 1 hour you spend consuming content, for every 1 hour you're consuming, I want you to spend 3 hours implementing. So that's the ratio, 1 to 3. Consumption to implementation. Often we justify the thinking that I need to learn in order to implement, whereas implementation shows you what to learn. Implementation shows you what's missing. Consumption just oftentimes gives you more things to overthink about. Now this next one, if you've been watching courses for a while or consuming content for a while, it can really keep you in a rut. The third decision that overthinkers make is they wait for permission instead of giving it to themselves. You have to give yourself permission. Now I know that's scary, but by giving yourself permission, addition, you take full responsibility. It means you can't blame anyone else if it doesn't work out. You have to own your decisions. But it also means you get to build a business that you actually want, not one you think you're supposed to build. It means you get to show up as yourself, not some watered down version of you that you think people would accept. So let's jump into the 10-second rule. So when you have that impulse to post that piece of content, to send that DM, to make that offer, I want you to count down from 10 to 1. And when you get to 1, just do the thing. No thinking, no over-analyzing, because in that 10 seconds, your logical brain hasn't caught up and constructed all the reasons of perfectionism. You're acting out of intuition, the part of you that knows what you need to do. So think of that one thing that you're meaning to do right now, that one post you've been meaning to make, that one person you've been meaning to reach out to, that one offer you've been meaning to launch, and commit to doing that even just 10 seconds after this video ends, because you have to act your way into building a business that you truly love. Every coach that I've worked with that scaled to insane months, it wasn't because they're more talented than you or smarter than you or just simply had better strategies than you. It's that they were willing to take imperfect action before they felt ready. So you're not going to overthink your way to growth this year, but you're going to act your way there imperfectly and courageously. But I also know what happens when you don't. Like, I know the regret of playing small or being stuck in like that analysis paralysis season, or being stuck in the pain of knowing that you're capable of so much more, but you haven't given yourself permission just to go for it. Because the truth is that your future clients, they need you. The world needs your work. I hope in this video you're reminded that your future clients, they're on the other side of your action today. I'll see you in the next video.